We know that where kids grow up matters immensely for their success later in life. But what we don't know is why. We think that pollution has a big impact, and that's what I study. In North Carolina, I study children who go to school with kids who have been exposed to lead poisoning in early childhood. There was a lot of research showing that children who have been lead poisoned at a young age grow up with more difficulties in learning and more behavioral and disciplinary issues. I compare siblings, a few 100,000 children over the course of 20 years. One sibling goes to school with a couple of children who had been lead poisoned in early age. Their sibling doesn't have anyone in their classroom who was lead poisoned at an early age. It allows me to identify the effects of those classmates who had been lead poisoned, given that these two siblings might have similar potential, given that they have the same family background. It's been shown that lead poisoning is associated with propensity to engage in riskier behavior, and it's associated with a higher propensity to commit crime. The sibling in a cohort with more lead-poisoned children is much more likely to pick fights with those lead-poisoned kids and end up being suspended or involved in disciplinary actions. They grow up to be less likely to graduate high school and to take this college entrance exam, which then would lead them to a path of lower earnings for an entire lifetime. We can estimate that the spillover effects of lead poisoning amount to $8 billion per year. So if we don't take these additional spillover costs of pollution into account, we're going to massively underestimate the cost of pollution for society.